Hey guys, we're back with another cash stuffing. My last week cash stuffing posted while I was on vacation, so now I am officially back. And oh boy, I was just working on my envelopes before we started stuffing to take out money that we had spent. So that took me quite a bit of time. I'm pretty sure that my envelopes are not 100% accurate with what I spent, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more uh, I guess looking between my bank account and the envelopes and then the paper I use here for stuff. I am very much starting to realize that I still want some type of digital aspect. I'm going to talk while I do this, so band gets $20. I want some type of digital aspect. And for me, what I'm missing digitally is, and I never even had this before, and I think it's what was always keeping me from accurately keeping it with my envelopes, was that I want a way that when I get in my car after I've spent money, I can just pull open an app and say, hey, I just spent this much money and these are the categories it comes from. Instead, I have this like the notebook or the paper. I don't, this is a monthly one, so I don't feel it this week. And I took everything out of it for my vacation. But what I was saying is that I find that having the paper at home to like write down my transaction, I don't always do it right away, and then I end up waiting too long and I forget because one of the hardest things is, I go to, say you go to Walmart and I buy things, I buy some groceries, I also buy some pet supplies, and maybe I buy a notebook for our homeschool stuff, or maybe I buy toilet paper from our household funds. I need something that I can quickly, just while I'm in the car, it's still on the top of my mind, I can just make a note and then the money goes everywhere. The hardest thing though is that I need something that my husband can also access. That way it is, he's not having to tell me every time he buys something. He can just pop it into the app himself. So I want it to be able to work between two phones. I just started looking, okay, well, there's things like, there's different apps, and I was looking at Rocket Money because it looks like that one will let you take your purchases and divide them into different accounts. And maybe that's what I need just to, I don't know. I don't know if I need something that intense or if I can just make, I don't know about like making an app, but I feel like I could even just make something a little, I don't know. I've used Google Sheets in the past and it never fans out. I want something very easy where you just click, open the screen, and then it gives you a prompt like, hey, what'd you spend money on? Basically. I was thinking I could make like a Google form that I just fill out every time. I don't know. That is seriously the hardest part. But I will say, okay, I felt a little overwhelmed this week because I was catching up with the money I had spent while I was on vacation because I did a terrible job. I'm not going to lie. I did a terrible job tracking purchases while we were on vacation, and I kicked myself for it afterwards because all I had to do was at the end of the night just pull, grab a piece of paper and write down what I spent. But it just didn't happen. So that's where I'm at. I'm just trying to figure out what do I want to do. Maybe it's a non-issue because it's only an issue when I'm on vacation, when things are a little overwhelming and I'm not in my normal schedule. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it because we're definitely keeping the cash envelopes. It's just how do I want to track the day-to-day spending. It is the worst when I wait until the end of the week when I'm like, oh, I need to stuff my envelopes, but first I need to take the money out that I spent this week. That's when it gets hard because then I have to try to remember, oh, where did I put that receipt? Or, where did I jot down how much that was for each category when I went to that store. So, yeah, I will definitely say cutting down how much I spend, how many transactions we have will obviously make a huge difference. Oh, I'm going to show you. I got this book. I'm really excited about this. It's called No New Things. And basically, 30-day guide to saving money, the planet, and your sanity. I think a lot of it comes down to, like don't buy new things if you need to buy things, thrift what you can, that type of thing. So I wanted to read this book. I was trying to decide if I want to do it like almost book club style on the YouTube channel and try to read certain amounts of pages or chapters or sections every day, because it looks like it actually has like a day by day. On day 14, do this. Here's your week reflection. Unstuff your space. So it sounds like it might be kind of decluttering as well. So I don't know how much sense it would make to read it with you guys, but definitely something on my mind, because I definitely, I am, we as a whole, we are constantly bombarded with advertisements and people trying to get you to spend money. So I'm trying to change my mindset. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it. All right, $15 goes into this one. 5, 10, 15. I have to find a better balance when I do these envelopes between yapping and actually giving you guys the numbers, because I'm assuming a lot of you guys like to see how much is going in. So we're going to add 15 to this guy. 15. I am running low on 5, so I'm actually going to pull these over, move them here. Still haven't gotten myself to purchase the $10 prop money. I don't know if I will, because I'm doing all right without them, although it's getting tight with the 5s. I might have to one of these days, but again, no new things, right? I got to work with what I got. So 20 into hobbies. Our hobby one's doing pretty good. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 142. I definitely love my hobbies. I will hobby hop, but I always come back, I have a couple different hobbies that I enjoy, like cross stitching. I love to do like memory planning, scrapbooking, but not quite like the 12 by 12 scrapbooking, but I love to read. So I try not to buy too many books, but definitely buy books. And the hobbies also for like our kids. My daughter loves to she gets in her little phases where she'll do lots of like crafting with beads. So I pull money from there. So, okay, $20 in the household. This is wrong. Why do I have this much money in the household? Oh no. Oh no, household. Whew. Okay. We're all right. I don't know why, for some reason, I was getting this one confused with my miscellaneous, which I know I emptied earlier. So I could cover some of the stuff we did on vacation. $10 in here. Okay. So instead of adding 2 5s, I'm going to take these out and swap it with a 20. Yeah, unfortunately, we got home and my daughter got sick. My son got sick. I'm definitely not feeling the best right now. Just real. I'd rather that now than while we were on vacation. Luckily, it's nothing too crazy, just headaches, stuffy nose for the kids. I'm kind of just sitting with headaches, so not so bad. Miscellaneous, says this poor guy, he's empty. Put $20 in there. Out to eat, 60. Shockingly, we didn't take everything out of this on the trip, but I had a bit of a buffer and we tried to be good while we were gone and not eat out too much, because we were just hanging out at my sister's house and helping her move. So pets, well, at least I didn't spend any money this week. So this one is going backwards. So we're going to be at 83 because I'm adding 50. So my IOU is just, I'm owing less and less every week, which is a nice thing. Retirement, I still didn't make the thing for it, but this is going to be, I don't have any money set aside yet to put in there. I'm going to use my challenges to fill that up. Oh, it looks like I put $20 in there last time though. This is just the back of a one that I wasn't using. Subscriptions, I put 10. And then we're going to be doing my 52-week challenge right after this. So I have that still. Vacation 20. Okay. Vacation, I emptied that bad boy out while we were gone. And we're going to Universal in September. So I definitely need to work on that one. Most of everything's paid. We're actually on the fence right now hang on, I'm trying to, we're on the fence right now with how we're, I have to, sorry, I'm trying to talk and think, where does this come? Okay, not there. Oh no, my thing is ripped. I'm gonna have to, here we go. So I need my cash for my savings challenges because that's what I'm about to work on. I have money set aside each week for that. Okay. All right, and here are my actual savings challenges. This is what we're working on right now. Let's pull that guy out. Okay, so as I was saying is for our vacation in September, we don't have a plan. We were going to fly, but now I just made the drive to and from Florida by myself with the kids, and it was surprisingly pretty easy because we didn't have the pets with us. So we are trying to decide, more than likely we're just going to drive. We're just going to make the drive. Oops. That way we can save money on plane tickets. And then we'll actually have our vehicle with us while we are on vacation, which will be nice. Okay. This challenge, I forgot to grab a pen, a pretty gel pen. So let me put these out and then we will grab my gel pen. This is a weekly challenge. Every week I try to add a little bit of money to it. So I'm gonna go grab my pen. Okay, I've got a gold gel pen. Yep, and we're gonna work on our 52-week challenge. Every week my goal is to put away $1, $5, $10, $20, and then one random number from these little money bags. They literally are just the numbers 1 through 52. I didn't have, so typically when I do, well, the goal is when I do these, that if I have, say, extra money left over in my like grocery, if I have extra money in my grocery run, I'll take the extras from the week and just throw it into these challenges. I did not have any left over because we just spent so much money this past, like while I was gone. So I'm just taking from my regular savings challenge weekly money and we're just gonna go with it this week. Alternatively, I could just skip this for the week, but I kind of don't want to. So we're going to have to do a lot of like making change because I have 100, a 20, and 2 5s that I'm using for this week's savings challenges. Basically, I just have a certain amount of money I set aside for savings challenges each week. I was in the past every week flipping into my holiday binder and adding the money directly, just like the $5 every week to every category. But I wanted to make things a little bit more fun and do challenges and then take that and put it into here. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and change this into ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have $1 to put into this guy. This is, oh no, this gel pen isn't wanting to work. Oh, there we go. It just needs, I've never used most of these, so they just need a little bit of help to get started. We're putting a 5 in our $5 a week. I will say coloring in the lines is kind of hard on camera because I'm kind of far away. I'm going to have to exchange this 20 into 4 5s because unfortunately I don't have the 10s. So the $10 is going into this one. And since I was out of town last week, I didn't have any shifts at my, make this into 20s. Actually, yeah. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. I am out of 20s. Oh boy. But yeah, since I was out of town, I didn't have any shifts at my catering job because that's also somewhere where that I pull money, or my catering shifts literally just goes to savings challenges since we don't count that money because I might get a shift a week type deal. So it's not money that we count on to pay bills or anything. It's just to save. Okay. Because of that, I had no leftover money in my weekly challenge or weekly sinking funds. I had no leftover, or I have no money for my catering job. I'm going to just put a 1 this week in my 52-week challenge. It's a bummer. I like to do the high ones when I can, but this week, unfortunately, just didn't pan out. But that's okay. I'm still happy that I had enough to do this challenge. So we'll be okay. Okay, let's add everything up for this week. We had 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, $37 that we're adding. So let's take a look at what we have all together, because this is only the third week that we have saved money for this challenge. Let's get it all added up. Get some 5. I'm going to organize this to make it easier to count. And of course, we are just all out of sorts here. Well, there's some of those 5s I've been needing, but unfortunately, I'm all out of 20s now to swap them with. Okay, a 2. All right, I can't believe I didn't have these all already in order from last week. Okay, in 3 weeks with the 52-week challenge, we have saved 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, $131. That is fantastic. I'm going to take this real quick and swap it for a $100 bill because I need the 20s over there. But $131 saved in 3 weeks of doing this challenge is so exciting. That makes me so happy. I need to get these onto my Ko-fi. I'm pretty sure those are not on there yet. If that's the case, I will get those on there for my, maybe my Monday. I do need to get some freebies on there for Monday, and I'm thinking about doing my ghosts. I want to get my Halloween freebies up there for Monday. So keep an eye out for that. And then if I don't have the time, I'll get these on there too. But we got a busy weekend, so we'll see what I can get on there. That is everything for today. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for $2 Tuesday. Bye.